here on family meeting to to discuss some stuff. So I guess it's usually always asked upon me what are we going to discuss. So I'm just going to go ahead and say it. So we're going to talk about a new thing that I'm going to add, hopefully. And this is just brainstorming, so hopefully it will happen. And then we're going to also talk about a little entrepreneur on things that you should do, shouldn't do, watch out for, things like that. And you'll have my perspective and Eli's perspective on this. And of course, if you want to chime in, you are more than welcome to chime in. We would love for you to chime in. So, so we get our minds to think about other stuff that we might have forgot because we're so used to doing whatever we do. But first of all, if you're going to start your own business, it is an awesome thing. It's amazing. You can do it. You can do it. You are awesome and amazing. And for it to come in your mind of things for you to do, it's amazing. You could be like, I don't know which way to go yet. Start with the lowest cost first. The lowest cost is always the best. Then build up to where you want to go to the next thing. Don't worry about anything else. Just focus on the small and then make your bigger steps. And then it'll teach you other stuff and it'll get you prepared for your bigger business. Plus, you're earning money at the same time for your bigger business idea. So that's my main thing that I have to say when it comes to business. How about you, like? What is your in it?
I don't know what you mean. Like you saying, what's my main thing?
Like, what would you tell somebody? My first thing is to say, go for it. Start your business. Don't hesitate. Just jump in, all in. It's like get on a diving board and dive on into it.
So I feel that's the best way as well, is just to try, just to start, because you can see, you can, the best way I can say it, right? If someone starts boxing, we're just gonna put this analogy out. Someone starts boxing, they don't really know what kind of training or conditioning that they need to do
Yeah.
until they actually, start or do some like practice or training. Then you're like, oh dang, like this is really works you out. I need to work on my footwork. I need to do this. I need to do that. It's the same thing with your business. You might have a grandiose goal, but you gotta start. You gotta get into it a little bit. You gotta feel, even if that's product research, you have to start. You have to get into it. You gotta like, okay, I need to do this. I need to buy this. I need to like, get your. We don't even need business plans. I feel like in a modern sense because everything's so accessible. But do your research. That's what I would say.
But
And
that is a business plan. Doing
yeah.
your research is a business plan, and it also tells you step by step of what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, it was also for the same reason, but it was also for you to
Pitching,
be
get
able to
income,
get
investment.
loans and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, you can be your loan investor.
And we got to welcome in. We got Sam's Bone Man. Welcome in. What's
You're
going
welcome
on,
in,
Sam?
Sam's. How you doing?
Saying hi. How you doing? So, yeah, I mean, that's on that side in terms of anything. I feel like everything you kind of have to start.
You do.
Whether that's in the digital or physical, or you selling a product, service, whatever it is, you have to actually put your foot into it. You got to take that first step.
Even if
And
you're doing it beforehand, like I'll
Alan,
say,
welcome in. What's going on,
welcome
Alan?
in, Alan. Before you like say you want to start a cup making business. Well, you
Yeah.
already practice on your cup, so start advertising your cups. Like go on social media, be like, I love doing these. These are the designs I'm doing. I'm gonna start doing this for a business. I'm just slowly getting myself into it, but I'm gonna show you the cups that I made for myself, the ones I made for my family, and the one I made over here. You start discussing it
Yeah.
and talking about it step by step with the people on social media. So then that'll be good because you're gonna get some negative comments, but you don't need to look at those. You just look at the positive. Oh well, this is the best way to start. Oh, you should go over here, and you don't have to take everybody's idea. Just take what
You don't
works
have to
for
take
you.
everybody's idea.
Well, huh?
I say, yeah, you definitely don't have to take everybody's idea.
You don't, and then you just start with what you're going with. But the thing that people most is scared to do is to start because they don't know the outcome and they don't want to be a failure.
Well, yeah, and I think that, I mean, that's a natural fear for everybody is the risk. It's like, all right, I was talking to somebody even yesterday, and I'm like, reason why a lot of people don't talk or communicate is because of that fear. Like you like, oh, there's humiliation, there's the fear of like, oh, this is gonna be unsuccessful. But a lot of stuff you just have to start. You just have to at least try. Then you can say at least you did it. Yeah, even if it's an unsuccessful endeavor, you learn still a lot in that. So why rob yourself of that experience?
Yep.
We sit on a lot of ideas, but then it's like, okay, when somebody actually made money on it, it's like, oh, what if I would have did this, or I had that idea.
Yep.
But again, it's always been something that you can work towards. But even now, it's so much easier. I feel to get into it. There are plenty of barriers, but if you just work at it, there are some ways to make by. What's going on, Max? We got Max Mayfield in the
Hey,
building.
Max.
Max saying hi. How you doing, Max?
I agree with that 100%. And then there's people that don't want to be on social media. I don't want my face to be on there.
Oh,
You don't
I
have to
understand
show
that
your
as well.
face. You
Yeah,
don't
you
have to.
don't.
You can just show your cup and talk why the cup is showing, why you're showing the design, and switch over. And you don't have to do a live. Just show videos of your cups and talk about what made you do it, why you do it. So they don't never have to see your face. They'll learn you by the brand, and then you can talk about your brand. People like to know step by step because everybody wants to know how to do what you're doing.
Yeah.
And don't think about, oh, well, I'm doing this, and so somebody might think I'm copying them.
Max, I'm
All
doing
ideas are out there where people are copying each other, or the same. It's so funny because sometimes I'm sitting here thinking about, oh, what I want to do different, and I can go on Facebook or TikTok, and then all of a sudden, what I've been thinking about and discussing with myself, haven't told nobody, including my business partner, of what I'm about to do, and then somebody just does it, and I'm like, this, well, dang nabbit. And in my mind, they probably think, oh, she's copying me. But no, I've been thinking about it for months. It's just I always got to think about how I'm gonna do it because I'm already in a business, so I got to be able to figure out is this gonna add to it or am I have to do a separate business? I always got to think like that and figure out how it's gonna add or do I have to do something separate?
She be trying to act up with some of her stuff. I'm like, okay, I understand where you're trying to go, but I don't think you understand fully where you're trying to go with some of the stuff. Like, I know you want to do it, but the logistics, it's like, okay, how does that fit in the product stack? How does that actually, like, does that go against what we currently have, or does it fit in perfectly?
And it does. It goes. And the reason my mind goes is if I have an idea and I'm like, oh, I'm going to start, just say, oh, I'm going to start diamond painting. Okay. Well, I'm not going to, what am I going to do with it once it's done?
Yeah.
So my mind is sell it.
Mm-hmm.
But is it going to go good on my table or do I have to buy another table? Well, if I buy another table, do I know how to sell that item to buy another table? Or, I got to figure out who's going to be over there to sell it. And how do I tell them how to pitch to sell it? So there's a lot of stuff that has to go in my mind to do it. But now it's like, you know what? I'll put it on here on social media and be like, ta-da. But it's like...
Board Gamer, welcome in. We got Board Gamer.
Hey, Board Gamer, how are you? It's like, I want to do so much stuff, but I also know that it has to be sold. Mm-hmm. Me doing stuff and just sitting on it is me hoarding, and I don't want to hoard. So it's like I always got to think of how to sell, and I'm not the sales pitch person. Eli's a sales pitch person, so it's getting him to do it, and he'd be like, his head is over here, and I'm over here, and he's like, okay, I can't split my head. That's not what I can do. I can't split my head. But then at the same time, he'd be like, I don't want to tell Auntie no, so I'm just gonna
Cool Kid, welcome in.
I'm gonna get to it, Auntie. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get to it. And that's what he does all the time. And I'm not frustrated because I'm like, just do it, just jump in there and do it. And he's like, I can't, he can't split his brain like that. That's not where he's at. Like, he's focused on this right here of our business. And it's hard for him to come over to my crazy mind that's all over the place. Like, I'm all over the map. Just think about, okay, we live here in Oregon, but now I'm in California, I'm in Vegas, I'm in Minnesota, South Carolina, I'm in North Dakota. I'm all over the place, and he's still in Oregon. And he's like, I don't know how you split and be all over the world here. I'm just right here. And so you have to be able to say, and especially if you're by yourself and you're not a person of Eli's caliber to be just talkative, like me. I'm talkative on here, but not like when it comes to selling the stuff. And then you just have to prepare yourself and mentally say, okay, you can do this, and then when it's time, be ready to move it. So find your little storage shed and just do it. Because you might just do like a garage sale or yard sale or do an open sale. You never know what comes to your mind to be able to get rid of stuff. So,
And I don't mean to interrupt you,
yeah.
but Board Gamer did have a question
Okay.
saying, "Hi, ma'am. Can I ask you something? What do you think of India?"
I don't have a thought process on India. What you think of India?
That is a good question. What do you think of India? I think India is a place I would want to see.
Yeah.
I think you hear a lot of negativity about India, but I don't think that like that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
I would love to actually see what it really is
I
like.
haven't seen anything or heard anything. Like, I'm not a person that has ever thought about going outside the country, so I'm
Yeah.
just now learning more information about stuff about going outside the country. So I haven't ran up on India yet. I just learned about Vietnam and Thailand.
you stepping in the
Just
third world.
and that just happened
Yeah.
to be on my news feed. So for me to have an opinion, I don't have an opinion. I don't think negative. I don't think negative of it at all. Like, I don't think negative of any place. I just don't. You know how you used to one place. Like, I wouldn't move outside of Oregon because I don't know any other place. And when I go to other places,
Outside of the state that you live in.
it just doesn't
Just to
stay. So
clarify.
just being in the U.S., I'm not jumping to move to California or anything else like that because I don't know it.
You're
I would have
unfamiliar
to
with it.
go and see because I realize I'm spoiled in Oregon. But, and when I go to other places, I don't get the same treatment of being spoiled. So I'm not really that
The
fan of
thriller
moving.
is gone. Well, I mean, so Board said right now so many people think India is bad because a few Indians. And I want to know, like, how do you guys feel about Indians? Do you have any Indian friends?
I have no friends. So it doesn't matter. And my thing is, I haven't met anybody from India
Yeah.
that I know of, so I can't say anything. But I don't judge anybody by what other people think or feel, and I'm definitely not judging nobody off of what America feels because I don't halfway agree with America half the time. So
Yeah, no, I feel
I,
like
I have my own opinion off of each individual,
yeah,
and I haven't, like I said, people. I don't know why people take words of other people so serious because I also think it also goes off of you. You know what I mean? Like,
what you mean?
for example,
Like perspective? Is that what you're
perspective.
saying?
Like, my thing is, like, when we go places,
Yeah.
we can go to the same place as somebody else, and they have a negative experience
Yeah.
where we went and we had the best, experience.
Yeah, that could
But
be
I
like
also think that's because of
hotel or food
how
spot.
we treat people
Mhm.
and how we talk to people and how we collaborate with people. I think that's what makes us have a different perspective than other people.
Yeah.
So I don't really have
The
anything.
negative perspective.
Yeah.
First,
I just
mean,
haven't met anybody
I
from there.
have meet plenty of Indians.
Well, you meet people because
But and I do have an Indian. Well, I guess he's not Indian; he's half Indian. But I feel like a lot of the reason why there's native stereotypes and everything like that is just because Indians are very cultured, and in America, like we don't take to other cultures like that. Like it's different, and when things are different and they're not done how people typically see it, it's I don't know, it's like a taboo thing, and a lot of people instead of acknowledging that or embracing that or just taking that for what it is, they kind of take some of the negative connotations that could be construed from it, and then also on top of that, you get the same stereotypes that you would get from like Africans and stuff like that, like a lot of scam and everything like that are coming from third world countries. India being one, Africa being another. There's plenty of other countries, Russia, all that different stuff that are known for scam or malicious activity. But in terms of Americans' perspectives, I think that's what's taken. It's like, okay, if I get a call and it's a scam, it's most likely African or Indian trying to get my money. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like just a lot of negative stereotypes, and I don't know I feel like if you just place a stereotype on people in general or a culture of people, that's just ignorant, to be honest.
I think so too. Because my thing is, we can sit here and blame other countries, but
Yeah.
we have just as much as everybody else. So if they are having Africans and Indians scamming people, there's Americans scamming people all the
Yeah,
time.
and
I mean,
that's the
we
thing.
can walk
That's a
down, we walk
reality.
down the street and can get scammed.
Yeah.
I mean, literally.
Yeah, or you get robbed. There's a lot of
Get robbed. Yeah, I mean, just literally. So, yeah, for us, no, we don't have any issues with Indians or Indians or anybody. No, I don't have any issues with
I don't have any issue with any
anybody
race or
unless you
culture.
attack me. Then
Yeah,
that's
it would
when
be
I
more
have
of
an
an
issue.
individual thing.
And
It
then I'm
wouldn't
gonna
be-
say so and so, whatever your name
this
is,
person,
that
just
piss
calling
me
out by
off.
name.
If you see this channel, you know I say everything. I speak my mind all the time. So if you bother me, I don't care what race you are. I'm gonna tell you about it. I don't care. You can be matter of fact, you can be a family member of mine, and I will tell you that I have a problem with you. I'm not in that realm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot to embrace in different cultures, especially in America. I feel like that's one of the great things that you can embrace is because there are so many cultural crossovers that you can actually accept that, like and acknowledge that, and try different people's food, or
Okay, that's why
different
that's why I
activities.
do have issues at. I'm very picky on food. So I don't know if I like Indian food. I don't know if I would like Vietnamese food, Thailand food, any Asian, African food. I don't care what it is. I like what I like.
You're born on American, especially like Black culture food.
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
African American food. African
Black
American.
American food.
Yeah.
And I'm very picky on those because I'll be like, what are y'all making? How did you come up with that?
Yeah.
Like if you ask me about some sweet potato pie, if you got to put a lot of stuff in your sweet potato pie and it's more than 4 or 5 ingredients, I don't want it. Like that's when I'll go, okay, maybe this is I'll eat it, but I won't have in mind sweet potato pie. I'll have in my mind like, oh, this is a fancy dessert that I would have once in a blue moon.
Definitely. Make sure you hit the like when you're coming in.
Yeah, I have it once in a blue moon, but like no, I'm very picky because I'm very picky on seasoning.
Yeah.
There's just things that like I can't do authentic Mexican food because I don't know what seasoning it is. It just messes me up, and it's not in everything. Well, I mean, they love it. Like when we go to Mexico, they like, let's go to a Mexican restaurant. I'm like this.
But
and what will I have at a Mexican restaurant?
What do you have?
Yeah, what do I have at a Mexican restaurant?
What do you have actually?
We just went. What did I eat at the Mexican restaurant?
What Mexico? What?
We were in Mexico. What you mean? Where were we?
I had to think about it. I don't even remember what you ate. You ate regular Mexican food, like not the crazy stuff.
What did I eat? I didn't eat no Mexican.
Oh
food.
no, you ate the regular food.
What did I eat?
had to think about it. What did you order? Something regular burger or something?
Thank
right?
you. It was so hard.
Yeah.
A cheeseburger. I ordered a
I had to think about
cheeseburger.
it for a second. I'm like that.
But I did eat the.
Because you tried the other stuff. That's
I ate
why
the
I
others.
was
Yeah,
like,
I
man,
ate.
I'm like, you tried.
But I
the
eat
stuff.
chicharrones. I love chicharrones naturally.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Board Gamer says, okay, I love everybody, sir, because for me, whether I love or hate people is just because of what they do. I don't think it's because of a nationality or culture.
I agree with you on that.
It could be that they were grown up that way or something like that. Everybody is beautiful the way they are, and I like your honest opinion.
Yes. I agree. I like that. You said it better. You should have said it first.
Yeah.
Because we went in a long drive.
But I mean, perspective is very
It is
cool though, because a lot of people don't necessarily think about people's perspective.
Yeah, I like I said, I want to say it, but then it's kind of a lie at the same time. I truly, truly, truly love people, but people can get on my last
wait,
nerves
pause on
at
that.
the same time.
Wait, pause.
What?
I don't even know if you realize, like, wait, what did you just say again?
I truly, truly love people,
You love people.
but I don't want people around me. That might be the better way to say it.
He is, because you just switched gears a little bit. But I understand the sentiment, what you're saying. Everybody has their own limits with the social battery or what they can handle. Some people.
And mine is very short.
Some people, they like
Very
a lot
short.
of, it's this typical thing of introverted people and extroverted people. Some people like people around. Some people.
And see, when they say like that, it's a different. Mine's is not like that though. Like I will meet you and we can be best friends right off back. Like we would meet and we could talk and be best friends. And then all of a sudden, I can't be around you.
Yeah, that I don't.
I can't.
But she does. She does. She's around people for a little bit.
I gravitate to people very long, and the only people that usually stay around me long is the people that I'm not gonna say they force themselves on me, but they be like, I'm not paying her no attention. They stay connected to me, and then we're friends for years, like 20, 30, 40 years. We're friends for life. Even if I'm not talking to you, if I'm not socializing, we're still like, ooh, I can see you behave. But the way I start off is never the way I finish. Yeah. Unless like life happens. Sometimes life is what separates me from some people. Like we were talking every day and then all of a sudden we stopped talking every day. That's because I'm working. And then when I get home, I'm tired. And so it's totally different. But when I had my own business starting or anything like that, if there was a separation, it's because there was a separation, or you didn't call me. Those are things too, because I don't call people either. So, yeah, but I do. I love people. I love meeting new people. Mm-hmm. I've learned so many wonderful things from the people I have met, and I keep it for life. And it's usually just recipes. So I guess that's what it is.
We got Prince Daniel in the building. We gonna welcome in
Prince Daniel.
Prince Daniel. He said, "Hey, you guys in the pool." And then he said Eli. He said, "Hey, you guys in the pool, Eli? Wait, Eli. Are you saying I'm in the pool? Or are you saying we in the pool?
No,
like, you talking to me, but you letting us know that because he said you guys. He said, hey, you guys in the pool.
He just said, hey, you guys, and he said in the pool, Eli.
I don't know about that. I think he's trying to say like, what's going on? Hey, you guys, but then you going to the pool." But he was just trying to let me know that you were going to.
No, that's not what he said.
Prince, let me know.
That's not what he said. He was like, "Hey, you guys, how you doing?"
Let me know what's happening.
Cool, Elias. And that's what I got out of that.
Okay, really? I'm in the pool, Prince Daniel.
That's all I'm trying to say.
High five to my buddy. You don't have to do me like that.
That's my
buddy.
You
had to throw me in the pool.
Gotta have my back.
But Boris, I love to know your opinion, but I've never seen any African people say something bad about Indians. That's the reason I want to know how you guys feel. And I don't know what you mean. Or it could have been a translation error, but it's African American. Is black? I would say black people because African perspective would be different. Yeah. I mean, I'm half African. I don't have the full African perspective. You're not getting no African.
You don't got no African perspective.
I ain't got no. You ain't getting no African perspective.
He might be half African.
I'm half African. You ain't getting no African perspective.
He ain't doing nothing. I've been waiting for a dowry for a long time. You know, this is a dowry. I can't get a dowry or nothing.
Yeah, and as much as I would love to interact with that culture, I can't give that authentic perspective.
Yeah.
But you get from black people in America. That's what you get. Yeah. Bored.
Exactly.
Yeah. Which we are titled.
And I think because of so much racism towards us, we're not so judgmental on other races because of so much. We've been attacked so much for being black that we don't have as much. And if they say we're prejudiced, it's usually just against whites. It's not against everybody else.
Well, different in a state to
that's
state
if
too.
We're prejudiced.
Yeah, it's state to state too because in certain states they'll have different situations or cultural.
But I'm just saying because he's saying he never heard any venomous black people say anything. And I'm saying this because we've been so discriminated.
Yeah, we know what a racial
against. Yeah. That we don't do it that much. I'm not saying we don't do it.
No, yeah.
We just don't do it that much.
I've seen some people, they be acting out.
You know what I mean?
I can't say I haven't seen some things, but
I'm just saying.
Well, I don't know. I feel like Indians in general just get a bad rap, like typical. I feel like they're one of those races that just get unnecessary scrutiny. Or just groupings or stereotypes thrown on. Yeah. And it's just like, you really just don't have to do that. Yeah. But it's unfortunate, but it happens for sure.
It does.
And Boris said, I'm sorry, new to your channel, so I didn't know. No, y'all good. I was just letting you know, just to clarify, because,
Clarify what?
That we ain't giving no African perspective.
Giving
the African American.
Because you gotta understand,
black
it's
people
now
in America
is a mixture of all different race and nationalities.
Yeah.
When you say African American, for some reason put us with Africans.
Yeah.
It's just that's where they pulled us from
Yeah,
on the
we,
boat to
we
bring
came
over here.
from
But
Africa
we just
originally,
black.
but
But yeah, we are African
that's
American, but we
ancestry
don't want
that's
to.
really
Yeah,
far.
we don't want to say Africans because they have a different perspective than us too.
Yeah.
So
For sure.
yeah.
So
But there's no
anyway,
problem. You can ask questions later.
hey, appreciate it, Boris. I'm your new subscriber.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
that.
thank you.
And Prince Dan said, "How's your Monday going?" And did you have your coffee today?
I didn't have my coffee today because I couldn't get in the kitchen today.
Yeah.
And
True
so it's being remodeled by Eli at this moment. And if nobody knows Eli, I'm going to explain who Eli is. Eli is very slow. So think of the slowest thing in the world moving. That is Eli. And so we're not going to have a kitchen for the whole day. And so tomorrow I'll have a kitchen.
Yeah, you're not gonna have it. It's not even about being slow. It's just there is a lot of stuff that just has to be redone and reworked to the way that I need it. So that's just kind of how it's going for today. So she unfortunately can't get. Prince Dan said, "You bought the bill."
No, he's just reorganizing because that's what we're gonna talk about too with the entrepreneur is because I'm on low carb, and I want to make this very clear. I am on low carb. I am not on keto. I am on low carb. And there's a lot of things I don't know how to work with, like coconut flour, almond flour, on this journey. And so I'm just going to start cooking, and y'all going to watch me cook. We're going to do videos of me cooking, and you're going to see me fail, and hopefully you'll see me succeed. But what I've learned is that I've been coming up with these cookie recipes that the family has loved, and they be like, "What's the recipe?" And I'm like, "I have no idea." I just went in here and grabbed stuff and moved it down. So that's just what you're going to be able to start seeing. That's going to be hopefully more videos that we can just have of that, because I'm trying to make this a lifestyle of doing low carb plus just eating everything as organic and non-chemical. I usually call it just a God fast, but a lot of people don't know what that is, and I guess it's called clean eating. So a lot of that stuff that I'm trying to do. So y'all just gotta bear with me on these videos.
I wouldn't even say organic, because sometimes organic is not really.
Well, I didn't mean to say organic. I meant just eating stuff that has no poison, no chemicals, nothing that the man-made put in there that we can't have. Think about stuff that we can eat in America that other countries ban. I'm on the ban. Like, let's do what other countries do. We can eat the same thing, but we're not going to be banned from it. Like here, that's how I look at it. Because I've been watching so much stuff, and I'm like, it's just too many. Everything that's even good for you has been now stripped and then put chemicals in it, just so they can keep it longer, and we don't get as much. That's why stuff be cheap.
I'm trying to.
Like flour.
Yeah,
you think something as simple as flour we can have without any chemicals in it? No, it has a whole bunch of chemicals in it. I need just flour. So if you buy just regular flour, now I got to pay an arm and a leg for just something that's just flour, not with all the chemicals and all the stuff in it that you barely can pronounce. Stuff like that, like where I'm using, and I can use it because I am on low carb and I'm not on keto, and I want that to be very clear. Keto, because I want that to be clear about what I'm on. But so you see me use wheat flour, don't be like, "Oh my God, no, that's low carb. I can have 135 a day, so don't come for me." That's all I was trying to say.
Well, Boris said, any vegan friends, and what have you learned from them?
Oh yes, I have a wonderful. She told me a plant-based friend. No. She doesn't like the name vegan. No. I don't either. So we kind of agree with that. But she's plant-based, and I love her. And eating more vegetables is very good. Her page is Superfood Parents. Eat more fruits and vegetables in your daily diet. Try to get 100 points a day, which each fruits and vegetables are worth 5 points. It's really good for your body, keeps you healthy, gives you everything
Okay, Prince Daniel.
and
Thank
all
you.
that. And she does everything clean too, so she's not up there telling you to go get the fake hamburger, the fake this.
Beyond meat. Yeah.
Yeah, she just
Impossible meat.
yeah, she
But
just makes everything fresh and she makes it simple. So I keep trying to tell her she needs to do a cooking channel where she shows you how to cook this stuff easily. We done vegan for 2 weeks. I did it for
yeah,
2.5 weeks.
that's the perspective I feel like you should give is
Yeah.
how was it like when you went vegan for that period of time? We have some videos on the channel too.
Yeah, and I think
reflect
because
that.
it was we only did it for 2 weeks and 2.5 weeks, I can't really give a good strong. I can say I did feel a lot better
Yeah.
on it, but it did not lower my blood sugar. So
And that was her goal. Was to
that
lower
was
the blood
that's
sugar.
how I got back on doing low carbs because to keep my blood sugar down.
Yeah. But the thing is,
So
too,
I wouldn't be diabetic. That's my whole thing. So I did. That's why I didn't stick to being a vegan. And I love meat. I'm just gonna tell you, I love meat, but I do love to eat some foods that are vegan. And I mean, if I need snacks, like I love doing the chickpeas and putting them in the air fryer and seasoning them. Those are really delicious. I made a good burrito that was vegan.
there's some food that's just
It's just that when I
it's
first
easy.
started off, I started off wrong. I went grocery shopping the wrong way, the wrong, total different way. And we were out of food within 3 days, 4 days, but I spent $500-600 to be out of food in 3 4 days. So we did everything wrong. So if I had to do it again, I have a whole different mindset on how to do it and making life easier for me. But yeah,
For
I
sure.
I don't I just have a problem with not eating meat.
And that's what you have a problem with.
That is my main.
What do you feel like the threshold would be for per day? Since we're talking about this.
With meat,
Yeah, like do you need to have it in every meal or do you just need to have it in let's say once, twice a day? Like what do you think it would be?
I don't know.
Would
I,
eggs
I, I
suffice?
probably can go a whole day without. You can definitely have eggs. No, I could probably go a day or two without eating meat, but I don't think my craving would get on my nerves.
Yeah.
The things
What
I
is
would
your
crave
craving?
for
More of like a what? Like
meat.
chicken, like texture, or like what would it be? You feel like it's a physical
I love
craving for
like just recently. I've been on beef. I've been just craving beef
yeah.
recently. But the problem I had with being a vegan, this is my main problem I had. I did not know how much stuff had milk or eggs in it.
Yeah.
Things I never thought about, never, not once in my mind came to my mind would have milk, eggs in it.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even the meat that was the issue. It's getting rid of dairy that's
Yeah.
the issue. I can do like right now because I have my nut milk maker. I can do like almond milk. I can do almond creamer. I can do all kinds of stuff. But I'm telling you right now, my biggest issue, more than anything else, is literally all the foods that have dairy in it that you just don't know, dairy and eggs in it that you just don't know. So that's where I have a problem. So if I had a vegan, no meat and then dairy products, because I can go without eating milk, the cheese. Even though I love cheese, but I could go without cheese. I can go without milk, yogurt, cottage cheese, cream cheese, all that milk. I could go without that. That's not the problem. It's those hidden ingredients that have it for no reason.
Yeah, because I mean you're trying to eat it a certain type of way.
Yeah, and then
you get to like label watching a little bit more.
yeah, and that
And then
label
you
tell
get to a
you.
point where it's like, okay, come on.
Now I don't know what the heck whey is. I know what whey is now, but at the first I didn't know.
What
Excuse me,
was?
what whey was, and I couldn't have it because it had whey in it.
Mm-hmm.
And all the time I thought whey was some kind of diet something. I didn't know it was a milk and it curdled up and then there's the whey. I had no clue of that.
Yeah.
So, as a matter of fact, it just came to my mind what it was recently. So yeah, that's the hardest thing for me on vegan. It's the hidden ingredients. You'd be like, "Ooh, I want to have this so and so rice and such dairy." What?
Well,
Double
Board
dairy.
said so. She hates being called vegan. So, what does she like to be called? Because I like vegan
Plant-based.
people, but vegan protest is totally different.
Oh, she's not protesting, and she doesn't force her what she does. She just tells me like She knows I like to eat meat, and she said if I could cut anything out, cut dairy out, because dairy is the worst thing for you. So that's the one thing she would tell me to cut out. But her main thing with me is make sure I eat my fruits and vegetables throughout the day. And I should hit 100 points throughout the day. If I hit 100 points throughout the day, my body will feel better. Everything about me will feel better. And she likes to be called plant based, but she doesn't force her being vegan on anybody.
Yeah.
She just like that's who she is. So if she came here, I would make sure she had plenty of food that was vegan free. Because it's funny because we go to do vegan pop up markets, and I make all kinds of stuff vegan. Now when we was vegan, I couldn't think of nothing to make. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, I can make all kinds of stuff vegan. Like when we go to markets this time, they're gonna have some candy bars. They're gonna have all kinds of stuff that I didn't even think of when I could have been having it all vegan. So it's just really changing your mind and your perspective on all that stuff. But yeah, she likes being called plant based because she says when she says vegan, people get really offended or offensive. No, offensive, not offended, offensive. And you know, she's like, she's not that person. And her channel again is Superfood Parents. But yeah, I'm trying to get her to cook. But yeah. Any other question?
That was just in there.
Oh, I don't know.
That was just board's question. So, yeah. In general, how you feeling about this year? I mean, we are in March. How you feeling?
I'm very disappointed in myself in this March year because every year I say I'm gonna do better and better, and every year comes around this time, and every year I'm very disappointed in what I'm planning and how I'm planning, and as a business owner, very disappointed on the stuff that I wanted to do. So I'm trying to figure out how to get my life in a perspective where I'm changing that. Like my beginning year of the year is really more slow pace, and I just be wanting to make more money in this season. I don't feel like I should have a break in season. Like going like this in the business is fine, but going like this and diving down to wait to come back up, I don't like that. I don't like that. That's what I don't like. And it bothers me like a lot. I don't think anybody understands how much it bothers me. Even though, no matter how much I say it, I don't think anybody understands how much it bothers me. It's to the point where if I wasn't who I am, I probably would be depressed. That's how much it bothers me. It could throw me into depression if I wasn't the person I am. It bothers me that much. Like it extremely, extremely bothers me. And I can't say I'm a failure because I'm still striving for it. If I quit, I figure I would be a failure. But it's really one of those things that I'm frustrated. I don't want to go through that. I got to find something that gets me out of that because I don't want to do that anymore.
That's your perspective.
That's my perspective.
And that's just where you feel in this year.
Yeah, apparently I feel it every year around the season. This is my depressing season.
Well, yeah.
That's what I say.
That's what you say. Like season of depression, you feel like
this is because my business is not. It always goes like this. Mm-hmm. Instead of going, this is fine. Even if it goes into an incline and you go like this, it just comes from here and it just nose dive down, boom. And I don't like that. I don't like it. And I feel like I'm alone in that area. Maybe because I'm the only one that expresses it or feels that way. Yeah, I don't know. I've talked to the business people and they say the same thing, but I don't think they feel as depressed as I do. Mm-mm. It bothers me to the extreme. Like right now, I can start crying because that's just how depressing it is.
It's truly bothers. Yeah,
it really does. It really bothers me a lot. I don't like it. It's not. And no matter how much I try to fix it, it's still, I get into January and boom, it crashes. It just bothers me. But
I think we had a pretty decent February compared to
it's okay.
Where it could be. I mean,
yeah, it's okay. It is what it is.
But it is all perspective thing.
It is.
But we got GJ3 in the building. Welcome in. We got GJ3 GJ3. All right. GJ said, okay, one, so vegans must also watch for clothing they wear today as well. It's not all about what you eat.
I don't know
there's
nothing
much
about
more
the
to
clothing.
veganism. Well, because
I haven't heard any vegan talk about clothes. Like,
Yeah.
and maybe because we're not wearing, I don't know, hang out with anybody that wears fur coats
yeah,
or, leather shoes, or
Mhm.
I don't hang out with anybody like that. So I'm going to say for me, I don't hear it
yeah,
when it comes to vegans that I know.
yeah. Well, and then no vegans, really is, I don't know, doing all that. You don't get to see what the outfit and everything they're wearing. Is that
Yeah,
okay?
because their clothes
Yeah.
just look like regular
Regular
clothes. Like, I don't know what material. I
Yeah.
can't tell you what material it is.
And we
And
got
they can't
faux
either.
leather and everything nowadays too. So I mean, you can. I don't know. I figured they got
Yeah.
vegan leather. They have all these different kind of
Yeah, so.
synthetic materials. Prince Daniel. Okay. Well, actually, before I get to Prince Daniel, we got bored. He said, "Even I don't get it. There's a dish called vegan meat, like vegan and vegan cheese. It totally confuses me. Why do vegan people need meat?
Because they miss it.
Yeah.
And that is a substitute to make them feel like they're having something that they want. Because I used to say the same exact thing. Like, if I got to be faking it, I might as well eat the real thing. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel. But they're trying to clean their body from all what they feel like. I'm gonna say in my words, not their words, my words. They're trying to clean their body from all the toxin and all the stuff that they feel like is harming their body. And like they're saying, there's so many animals that just live off of the earth that's not eating any meat, and they're like the strongest animals ever. So
Mhm.
and you get protein and all different types of stuff. So they just trying to, but they still have a craving for a hamburger. They still have a craving for chicken nuggets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Especially if you live one way your whole life,
yeah,
it's easy. If you're a vegan from the start or a
yeah,
vegetarian from the start, or eat very little meat, or
yeah, you can't do it.
it's a whole different perspective. But if you grow up eating meat, then it is kind of become a craving. Back to your mind kind of deal. You don't even
Because I would be one of those people that would have to, if I decide, oh, I'm gonna be a vegan, I'm gonna need the fake cheese. I'm gonna need.
The cheese is good though.
It
Don't
is,
get me
but
wrong,
it's
the
too many
vegan cheese is
carbs.
good.
But yeah, the cheese is good. I need the Impossible Burger. When we had our own restaurant, we wanted to give vegan choice, and I tried the Beyond Patty and the Impossible, but the Impossible was so good, and it was so good that vegans would come back and be like, "Are you sure this? Because this tastes too much like real meat." And I was like, "Yeah," and I had the thing where they could read the ingredients and everything on it, so they would know they're eating a vegan burger. Because they was like, "No, you tripping. It tastes so. It just tastes." So I can understand that they need that, but what I would go crazy is if I couldn't have a steak, and I tried to make that Vital Wheat steak.
Oh goodness.
That Vital Wheat gluten steak.
Yeah, but yeah, and you
He lied.
there's no
Couldn't even hide it on his face on that video. He just was like.
There's no alternative for that. I'm gonna be honest. If there's something that you're just not gonna get. A burger is very easy. It's just a sandwich. So you can make your way. You can even make you a garden burger with the beans and everything like that. Some people like that. They're able to get the texture right.
Yeah.
But
I'm craving oxtail. I don't want the fake vegan oxtail, but I've seen it.
And you wouldn't. And I think that's a lot of people's issue too. If you're doing a vegan, vegetarian, whatever, stop trying to do that. Literally stop. Like I said, some stuff, if you need your fill, a burger is simply a sandwich. You can make sandwich. You can do plenty of different things within being still vegan or vegetarian.
Yeah.
And but the moment you try to get into fake meat, it's just a slippery slope. You might as well just not.
No, but they do got something that tastes just like it.
But it's not even good for you. I mean, to me, it's because.
But ain't nobody eating nothing good for them now anyway.
But if you're eating vegan, the full benefit of eating vegan is like, oh, I'm eating vegetables. I'm eating more fiber and vitamin rich.
But they're cutting out a lot
vegetables.
of poisons so the little poison that they're putting in is not as bad as all the poison that they're putting in. Yeah, but it also
comes to a point again. Why am I trying to catch myself making meat if I?
Because it's a craving you have. It's a craving.
I understand.
So you can't say why is that.
Though. But you can't.
Hey, if they feel that they can, you can't tell them what they feel.
I'm not telling them what they feel. I'm just telling how it actually goes. Like we went to the restaurant, right? And they tried to replicate meat. some of the stuff was good, some of the stuff just wasn't.
But that's going off of
Everything is
somebody
hit and
else's
miss.
cooking. If you are a master at cooking or you're a scientist at it, you might actually be able to create something that tastes like meat. Don't listen to me like he went to a couple of one or two restaurants and
I'm
he
not
has an
going based off
opinion.
of that.
I'm
not
just
even going based
saying,
off of
my
that.
thing
I'm just
is you
saying,
can make some
don't-
stuff taste like
you don't
meat.
need to
I'm
do
telling you that Impossible Burger tastes like meat. It did. They had to question it. The Beyond one, I remember, which we'll call it, but she knew it was a vegetable burger. And he brought it to her and cooked it, and she was looking, I need you to well cook that. I like mine's well done. Because it was too pink on the inside.
Mhm.
And we laughed because it was a vegetable. It was just
Yeah.
beets that looked like it was blood, but you know, that's just it. They do you. I believe you guys can make certain things taste like meat. I don't know. Like I said, I was one of those people be like, well, if I'm gonna be a vegan, then why should I? You know, if I gotta still crave meat and I'm gonna sit here and work all this hard work to get this fake meat, I might as well eat real meat. That was my mindset. But then I also thought about it too. Is I was raised off of meat.
Yeah.
I was born eating, you know, my steak and my burger and my chicken. And if I want some fried chicken, I want fried chicken. I don't want
Whatever.
what y'all got
Concoction.
as fried
Yeah.
chicken. I did play around, you know, remember somebody gave me those buffalo cauliflower wingettes and it
Mhm.
made it look like a chicken wing.
Those was actually good.
Those were good, but it didn't taste nothing like chicken, but it was
But
really
it's good.
good. It was really good.
Well, and I think that's a lot. Like if you avert your expectation in terms of what meat and everything
Mhm.
is to you, you're better off. Like I said, because there's so many different dishes that you can have that are so delicious.
Yeah.
But when you're trying to get it to taste like meat, there's not too much. There's only so many options,
Yeah.
and so you're setting yourself up for failure if you feel like there's a 1-to-1.
Yeah, you
Like
know.
you know that's just not the reality. Like
I think vegans
yeah.
are really good for people who don't crave meat. Like
and
they
that's some
have
some people that
eaten.
don't eat meat.
Like
that.
my mom, I think my mom could be a vegan. Yeah,
Well,
no, she couldn't. She could
goes
be
back and
a
forth, vegetarian.
vegetarian. She can be a
Yeah.
vegetarian. Because she can actually go without meat. The problem is she still got to cook us meat, and we go to her house twice a week to eat. So she can't be a good vegetarian or vegan and cook us meat at the same time. So that's a struggle for her. But mom got to always make sure we eat our food on first.
All right. Well, we got to get into this right here because you acting out. Prince Daniel, he said, okay, I have a friend. Her name is Karina.
Okay.
And she has been looking for something to cook for her husband to go with like the meals. And she said that your seasoning was popping up in her mind. But which season would you recommend her to actually try?
Bomb.com first. I always have bomb.com
The
first.
Bomb.com seasoning is the best. It's the go-to.
Yeah,
It's
because you
all
can put that on
purpose.
everything. It's all
Everything.
purpose. So it goes good on your French fries, your vegetables, your popcorn, all your meats, all your vegetables. It is really, really good. So I would do the bomb.com seasoning. Is the one I would go
Yeah.
for.
And GJ3, he said, I actually prefer for people to just call themselves plant-based because a lot of vegans, they have a lot more details and expectations.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he was also complimenting Board for saying, that's actually an interesting question.
It is.
And Board said, okay, so these are my questions just because I honestly don't get why people do this.
But yeah, it's health wise, and they want to save the animals. A lot of people are doing it to save the animals.
Yeah.
And then there are a lot of people that are doing it for health wise because there are a lot of health benefits to it. And when you cut off dairy products and meat, your body does kind of heal and go through some things that make you feel better.
You're intaking completely different.
Yeah, and that's it. But your body can shift if you just eat all natural food, like the stuff without chemicals. You can have the same feeling as that of not being vegan. But a lot of people don't want to hurt animals.
Yeah.
But I think like when you say vegans, I think they are too extreme. Like you're talking about like honey. They can't eat honey because
it's an animal byproduct.
Yeah,
See, but here's the thing,
but bees are not animals.
Okay, pause.
They're not. Ain't nobody walking around with a bee.
There's different.
Ain't nobody putting
vegans.
a bee on their shoulders.
But there's different vegans, and you have to understand the whole idea is it's a cruel act. That's where their mentality is at. That's why they know the animal's gonna die regardless. people kill animals all the time. They got farms, they got all this different stuff, but they don't want to contribute towards that.
I understand
So
that, but my
it's
thing
cutting
is,
that stuff off.
but that's and they have a right to feel that way. I'm talking about bees. We kill bees. We walk around stepping on bees because we don't want to get stung by them.
The vegan, assert that whatever.
So if that
type
bee
of bee,
sting
try
you,
not to.
you done killed the bee regardless. If that bee stung you, because it kills you. It kills them.
It's the idea of
And
them
then-
being all stuck into the thing and creating honey. That's where the argument lies.
Well, but it's natural.
Yes, but
The honey is
when you
natural.
get it natural, that's a different conversation.
Well,
But when you're forcing them to get, get the nectar and pollen and make that honey, it's not the same conversation.
And like I said, they have every right to feel the way they feel.
Yeah.
But I also want to state too, as you have every right to feel the way you want to feel, I have every right to feel the way I want to feel, regardless if it does not align with what you feel. You want me to respect the way you feel, then you respect the way I feel. We do not have to agree with each other. Like, I understand you want to be a vegan because you want to save the animals and you want to do all that, or you want to do it for health problems. But at the same time, I don't understand why that has anything to do with a bee, because a bee is not an animal. It's a living thing, but you eat grass, you eat tree, fruits and vegetables, and those are all living things. So if we're going to go off of living things and you're going to now include insects, then you include everything you're going to eat. You can't eat nothing.
Yeah.
You can drink water.
Yeah, true story.
Because your body is full of water, so
Yeah,
it's
you can
naturally
have-
going back into your body as water. But in reality, if we're going to talk about living things,
Yeah.
vegetables are living things. I was watching on TikTok. They have these little cartoons on it, and I about like cried at little animated things. Because you don't think about it, but it was talking. It was some strawberries, and the strawberry was a mama strawberry with the baby strawberries, and they was like, "Where we going?" And it was,
You almost cried.
Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Are you not listening?
Yeah.
I'm telling a story, and you're
I'm
interrupting me to ask me about me crying over something stupid.
Go ahead.
Anyway, it was a strawberry, mama strawberry, two baby strawberries.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Where are we going?" "I don't know, baby. We're going to stick together. We're just going to stick together." "But what's going on?" "I don't know." So they picked them, and then they cleaned them. And then the dead strawberry came to them and said, "It's all right. You're going to be together, and we're going to all meet up soon." And this babies is all crying, "Where are we going? I don't know." And then there's some milk in the blender, and then they're going in the and they're crying. And she's like, "I got you, baby. I got you." And you see the blender. And I'm like, "Oh my goodness, why are you doing this to me? I don't want to eat no more strawberries. I might be taking them away from their family." So if we're talking about living things, that's what it was. It was taking.
No, I know that's what it was, but I'm saying that's your takeaway from it.
That's how it was. I said, and I was
family.
like, I'm not watching any more of these ones because it's hurting my heart because they do that. And I'm like, and then the big strawberry that already dies, I'm like, "But we're healing the bodies." Whatever. So anyway, everything is living. So we're going to talk about living stuff. You're not going to eat living things, and you're more worried about insects than how you eat strawberries, blackberries, some collard greens, some musky greens, some so-and-so greens. Because they're all living things. They're all living things, and they're here on earth to live. But everything on this earth that is God made, everything on this earth is edible for you to eat.
Yeah, okay, but here's the thing, too. It's the level of sentience. Like an animal has a brain, it's cognitive ability. Some things, they are living, they do grow, but a strawberry don't have a brain.
How do you know?
How
do you know that little white thing in there and they don't have a brain?
I open up the strawberry.
Did you open up a bee and see their brain?
No, you don't see the bee. Well, I mean, you could.
Do you open up an ant and see their brain? They might not have brains.
They have.
But just because but that's what we're talking about. The insect.
More on animals.
That's what I'm talking about as an insect. I'm not talking about the steak and all that. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
as if you're gonna sit here and say, "Well, bee is an animal," so are the fruits and vegetables that you eat.
I always thought the bug thing was a little bit different too.
That's all I'm saying. Like,
I understand.
To me, it's like we're going too far an extreme of things. And there's so much more I can say, and it don't have nothing to do with vegans on all the extreme things.
Yeah.
the world goes and evolves around that I just think is like
But it's only
cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
I mean, if you really
Like
look at it, it's
you're,
only a subsection.
and my thing is, your belief is your belief. Don't put your belief off on me. You can tell me about your belief, but don't get mad at me because of your belief. Because I'm not going to agree with you because you said it. I'm going to go, oh, that's what you do. I understand it, and I will respect that. So if I invite you over, then I will make sure you have some vegan food.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think we ain't gonna have meat on the other side of the table, right next to the vegan meat, vegan food.
Yeah, like I'm just stop eating it because of that.
And then, like I said, you got me to sit here and understand. Okay, you want to save the animals, but we kill bees on GP. There's a bee. I'd rather step on the bee than get stung by a bee, literally. So telling me I can't have honey, I step on bees.
I didn't even see no bees to step on.
I step on bees for a living. And if I see a bee and I got tennis shoes on, then they gotta be thick shoes because I be scared they can go through my little shoes. I'm stepping on. Yes, I don't want to get stung. I've been stung by bees. They hurt.
You step on bees? I never.
Yeah, I don't like to get shots. I almost hit the doctor when they give me shot to take my blood. Why wouldn't I step on a bee? Humans are big. Bees is big.
Okay, so we're gonna get to this chat.
Okay, sorry.
GJ3 says very interesting how bees want to make their food look like chicken, but you don't want to do, but you don't need to do that in order to make vegetables taste like chicken. Exactly. And Boris said, it's just satisfaction for their heart, but not their souls, right? Because if you crave just to eat it, no one knows how long anyone's gonna live. Mm-hmm. And Boris said, so if people eat plants, what does the animal gonna eat? And it's gonna hurt them anyway right now. Yeah, exactly. They say even when a bird dies because of like mobile networks and stuff like that, they are already going extinct. But we post about it online to protect them. But the irony is that we're using those same cell towers to post that post. GJ3 said vegans are something similar to the carnivore diet. Vegans say eating vegetables is better for you. But those on the carnivore diet say eating red meat is better for you.
And it's true, they do. I was looking at some carnivore recipes, and they were like, oh, ever since I've been on the carnivore, I lost 30 pounds. I don't get headaches anymore. I don't get this anymore. I don't get this anymore. Yeah. And I'm like, you guys go. Because honestly, I couldn't be a carnivore either. Yeah. As much as I love meat, I know I got to have some vegetables in there. I got to have me some collard greens, some green beans. I gotta have some cabbage. I gotta have once in a blue a salad, because I don't really care for salad that much. But yeah, but me and my collard greens, don't play with me and my collard greens. Like I'm gonna need to eat some vegetables. And I'm sorry, and then once in a blue, I'm gonna want a potato. Once in a blue, no, we're just not doing that. So yeah. I can't go to the extreme of just eating all meat, but you can't. And I can't just go to the extreme of not eating no meat. So I'm on super soaps over here. We just don't do that.
But no, I feel like that was a good little conversation, the vegan and vegetarian and everything like that. And we also got to say welcome and also thank you to Musa Gaming.
Hey, Musa Gaming.
Musa Gaming dropped a 5 in here saying, mommy.
Oh, y'all.
What's going on?
Elijah did something that I just love. Sometimes I just love Elijah, y'all. Sometimes I just love. He's still not my favorite, but sometimes I just love this person right here.
Okay, what's going on?
So, Elijah got on Suno and took our songs and redid it. And Run Me My Money, he did it, what was it?
Different
jazz.
Styles.
Was it jazz?
Yeah. We worked in different styles.
Yeah. It sounds good. And then there was a song that me and his mother made that now she can sing and I can't. Just understand this. We do songs, even though I cannot sing, she can, or me and Eli will sing or rap or whatever, and we're not good at neither one. He's better than I am, but anyway.
Well, we just do it for fun anyway.
And we just having a good time. He turned my music into that. He said the song "I Am the Queen." Oh, I'm in love with that song. I'm trying to learn how to make the video.
I don't think we ever.
No, because we're not allowed to because it was horrible. His mother did horrible. I did horrible, and she could sing, and that's what I have to say. she could sing, and it was just horrible. And the only people that liked it is two nutcases, and that would be my daughter and Eli. Those are the
Yeah,
only
it
two
was
people
a
that
pretty
liked
good
it.
song.
It was not
Yeah.
a good song. It is
'Cause
now.
even as much as
It
we
is
got the
now. So we're gonna do one day. We're gonna just come on here and do a jazz session of all my songs, all of our songs, and you get to hear it. So Run Me My Money, when he did that, just reminded me that we got new versions, and it's the same lyrics. It's just you wouldn't be able to tell it's the same song.
absolutely, it's fun. It's fun to play around with stuff like that, for sure. And then also, I mean, we're at that's what I say. We're even at a time where we could do that. That's pretty cool.
He said,
Take that
fun.
idea.
It is awesome.
That if you have an
Cool.
idea and it's not executed the way you want, you can get a better idea of
Yeah.
where that could go.
Because you gotta think a lot of our stuff, except I Am the Queen, was freestyle. And that's why we probably really jacked it up. Because it was not freestyle.
It was freestyle.
No, that I Am the Queen
I'm saying
wasn't.
everything that we do.
Yeah, everything we do is
typically
freestyle. It's
freestyle.
funny. Keeping Up with the Griffins had me watch a video 3 years ago that we did where we went against Big Rooster.
Mm-hmm.
That had me cracking up. That was so hilarious to me. Sometimes we do some good stuff. We got to get back to doing videos. I love doing that. And I love doing shout outs. We miss those. Well, I don't know what you do. I'm just saying we. But it's me, I miss them. We ain't got time for it at this moment, but I miss doing shout outs. But anyway. I just had to say that when we sang Run Me My Money to you.
And thank you, Musa. Thank you for
because that was
for
just
dropping by.
so you guys
with
got to
that.
hear
Really
that.
appreciate
Yeah.
that. And GJ3, I missed this. He said it's very interesting how they make the Beyond Burgers to taste like meat by only using nothing but just peas, rice, and fava beans.
Yeah,
Well,
and a whole
and
bunch
then,
of chemicals and stuff that you ain't supposed to have. But yeah.
Well, and then here's the other thing as well. As we're getting to food, we got food science, and food science is really moving at a very fast pace. Because what they'll do is they'll take like the genetic code of, let's say it's a meat, let's say beef or steak, for example.
Yeah.
And then using vegetables, they will actually recreate what that DNA is.
Yeah. And I think that's cool.
That's cool, but I don't think you
chemicals.
should necessarily do that. Well, it's all going to be chemically, it's all.
But I think
science.
you can. And you know why I said that? Because before all this chemical stuff came out, my mom was going on her I'm not eating meat thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I made her some meatballs. So I think I was making spaghetti, so I made her some meatballs. And how I made it tastes like meatballs. The only thing I had to struggle with, and if I knew about a xanthan gum back then, is it was I had to really cook it slowly so it wouldn't fall apart.
Mm-hmm.
But if I wouldn't have told you guys that it was meat, that
it wasn't meat.
That didn't have no meat in it, you wouldn't have been able to tell. And I use beans. Don't ask me everything I use, but I use beans, tons of mushrooms, minced. Like I blended that up in there because the mushrooms gave you that meat feel.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I used some kind of nuts. And then something else. I can't remember everything I used. And then I because there was so many years ago. Like you were like 4 years old when I did this. So see how old you are now. That's 16 years ago.
Yeah.
But like I said, you can make stuff taste like meat. It just takes more work to do it. Like, and that's the thing about it is I don't want to be in the kitchen that long to cook. So that's why I wasn't even thinking about doing the new channel, not the new channel, it's going to be the same channel, but doing the new videos about me being in the kitchen because I'm like, I got to practice a whole bunch of times before doing it. I'm like, no, whatever I do, if it fails, it fails. Y'all get to see my being a failure to being a success. It is what it is. I don't know what's going to happen through the process of me cooking. But when I'm in the kitchen, I'm thinking of how I can cook and get it done fast. Now how I can sit in there for hours. Where Eli, he'll be in the kitchen and he'll cook one meal and it takes 10 hours. I can make the same exact meal he does and I'm out of the kitchen in 30 to 45 minutes. Chris could come in here and cook the same meal as me and Eli and he'd be out of the kitchen in 10 minutes. We don't know. He walk in the kitchen and it seemed like it took him an hour to walk in the kitchen. And as long as he took him to walk in the kitchen, he'd be walking right back out. And then he'd be like, dinner's done. And we'd be like, what? He used to do that at the restaurant. Mm-hmm. They come in, do the order. We up there, put it in there. They start talking to us. at the restaurant talking to us, and then he'd be like, "Your order's ready," and they're like, "Dang, we ain't even finished the subject yet." So
Mhm.
I'm just one of those people that got to get out. Chris is a super fast cooker and don't like to cook at all. I'm a decent amount of cooking, and I don't want to cook at
I
all.
feel like you cook pretty fast.
I cook fast, but when compared to Chris,
Yeah, no, I'm saying like just a regular. I'm talking
yeah,
about a
yeah.
regular cook. You cook fast.
Yeah, I get it. I try to get in and out that kitchen. I ain't got time. I don't know. The kitchen sometimes makes me nauseated. I don't know what it is. I just do not like being in the kitchen, and it's open. So I don't know why I feel the way I feel. At one point, I had to remember. At one point, I just didn't cook.
Mm.
I just would get so like, so I don't know. But yeah, um, everybody's, you get to see the journey of us. I kind of want you to see more of a journey of what we do in our everyday life. It's just that, you know, who's recording? Because a lot of times I like Eli to be on there talking to y'all when I'm concentrating because it's hard. But I realize he could be doing that while he's on the camera. He could be talking to y'all while he's looking at me, while y'all looking at me do what I do.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just new things. But yeah, but again, I've been loving the conversations.
Yeah, we had fun on this live. Um, Listen, GJ3 said, "Well, how do you feel about being in the kitchen for only like 30 minutes to cook a meal?"
Um, I can do 30 minutes. I can do, right now. I think I've built myself up to do about 45 minutes to an hour in the kitchen. And sometimes if nobody's here, like they leave every Tuesday when nobody's here and it's just me and Chris, I'm in the kitchen the whole day because I all of a sudden I'm cooking everything. That's when I made the cookies that they like, and then I just put the rest of the dough. I just made enough for us to eat that night, and put the rest of the dough, and then you can just go in there and take the dough out and make the cookies. That's when I start creating all kinds of stuff. I can make crackers. I start making all kinds of stuff when
Yeah,
if nobody's in the house.
yeah, and I think 30 minutes to cook a meal is not. It's easier the less people you're cooking for as well,
Yeah.
because that is really what the conversation comes up. If you can make simple stuff, put some vegetables on, they cook fast. Make a burger or something like that, it cooks fast. You know, like when you're cooking for let's say 2 people, it's easy. The moment you start cooking for more people, it's more time that you know.
Well, I cook for four regardless if people are here or not. Unless I'm making steaks, then I'm only cooking 2 steaks.
Mm-hmm.
But what I realize is I'll cook and I'll leave the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where if I'm cooking, Eli can pause it, or we're doing a live, he can just turn the camera around to himself. Because I'm now going to go in the living room and get out the kitchen. I won't stay in the kitchen, and then I go back and forth
Mm-hmm.
and do myself. Like if I'm frying chicken or something like that, or frying something, I'll cook it, put it, season and do everything, and then I'll put it in the grease and I'll come in here. And then I'll tie myself, and then I'll go back in there, turn it over, and I'll tie myself. If I'm sitting in the kitchen trying to fry some chicken, that's when I have
It's
issues.
too much overwhelm.
It's way overwhelming. But
Overload.
if it's something that's really fast paced, like when I was doing the waffles, yeah, I can chill.
Mm-hmm.
I can chill. If I'm doing like last week, like I made roast, I made green beans, and what else did I make? It was three things. Oh, mashed potatoes. And I had found a new way to make my mashed potatoes. I didn't even think it was gonna come out this good, but it was so good. But I did everything, and then I just came in here and I didn't pay attention. Like I took the the frozen green beans, and I let them cook, and they was cooking as long as the roast was cooking. And well, the roast has been cooking for about an hour and a half prior, but I was done. Mashed potatoes in the oven. I had the oven on already preheated because I had made the cookies. So I turned the oven off and I put the pot in there so the oven stayed warm. They kept the mashed potatoes warm, and then the green beans was cooking. And when I felt the green beans was done, I put everything out. We had a whole meal. The only thing I really, really wanted badly was some bread. And I'm really not a bread person.
GJ3 said fried chicken can be good, but baked fried chicken can be real good as well.
I've done both, and I like fried chicken, with the oil.
Yeah.
I've done, and the reason I say that is, and maybe I just haven't got it yet, but to me, when I bake fried chicken,
Mm,
I could still taste the flour.
mm.
I could still taste everything, and that could be because of dentures too, y'all. So that could be what it
No, I
is.
think that is general.
But I
You have
don't.
to do it a certain type of way.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it, and I've done it 2 or 3 different ways. I don't like it. Like I'll eat it and it's okay, but when I had like we just had fried chicken because I haven't had homemade fried chicken in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I enjoyed every bit of it. Like I was like, ooh. And then my mom had some of the hot sauce, and so later on I had got some more pieces of the fried chicken, and I put that hot sauce on it. And I don't do hot sauce. And why had me scared that the hot sauce was extra hot? It wasn't. It's less hot than a wildfire. So
Yeah,
I was
I was
like,
worried for you.
yeah, but it was so good. And I was like, I miss fried chicken. That's what I miss is fried chicken.
And a board gamer, I would just say right off the bat, we had not had this dish.
What is it?
And I don't know what it's called. I'm gonna see how to say it. But we haven't had this Indian dish.
But it's rice, and I don't really eat rice.
It's a flavorful rice dish made with spices, usually basmati rice, and meat, seafood, or vegetables.
Mm. You know, it kind of remind me of like a dirty rice. And if I do eat rice, I eat very, very small amounts of rice. Elia will put my plate with tons of rice as much as I say I do not want rice. I do not like when Elia makes me rice. At all. At all. I don't like it. It bothers me.
Yeah, it was a biryani. I don't know how to say it.
But it looks good though. Now he's pulling it up and it looks good. And it is he's gonna
Biryani. What is it?
and
Oh, we got echo it. Let's take that off real quick so I can hear this. Okay.
This dish was its origin. Announcing it, it is normally said as biryani dish.
biryani dish.
Biryani.
I like the name biryani.
Non-vegetarian, full of spices. And DJ3 said baked fried chicken could even become more crispy than just like fried chicken too.
No, really. I got that and I understand that. And maybe GJ, you can put it on your channel and I can watch you make it and then try to do similar. And I always say do similar because I do not know how to follow directions. Mm-hmm. Do similar of that and maybe I can get it. But I always taste the flour. Mm-hmm. It's like the flour does not cook enough. Maybe I need to cook my flour first and then coat my chicken in it, but it does not taste. I've gotten it crispy. We've had it. It stayed crispy forever, didn't it? When I did the oven fried chicken.
Yeah, honestly, I don't remember when we did the oven fried chicken.
It wasn't that long ago, and you was even talking about how crispy it stayed.
Oh, when you did that, to be honest, I didn't have no issue with the flour thing that you're talking about.
No, nobody in the house did. It's just me. That's why I said it could be my dentures that make me taste different. I didn't have no
issue with it. That's what was confusing me because I'm like,
I've had baked fried
chicken where
and then I even said my dentures.
I know, but I'm saying like, I wasn't correlating that together because it tastes really good. That's what I'm saying.
But yeah,
I said I had to see what it is.
I don't know, and I'm telling you, it's so weird because okay, so on my daughter's birthday was Saturday, and Elia had bought her a birthday cake, and it's where I would get my cakes from all the time. If I buy anybody a birthday cake, and I get so many like praises off of the cake, like oh my god, where did you get this? Oh my god, they just go crazy off of it, and like when I tell them, they be so shocked. So anyway, he got her a cake there, and the cake, of course, was beautiful, and it tastes good. The frosting was gritty. So I asked my husband, I said, was it gritty to you? And he was like, no. I said, see, it's me. These dentures make me feel things that nobody else feels because it was gritty. So guess what? Guess who's not eating cake? So you don't have to worry about Lenore messing up on her low carb because I'm not eating because it's gritty. I taste things that other people don't taste.
Chocolate cake would be good for you.
Huh?
Chocolate cake? Like how she did the mousse. Her grandma did the mousse, like a mousse cake.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I think now also too, it's because I've been staying away from chemicals. Anything that has chemicals is not that good anymore either. The only thing that I have not stayed away from that tastes the same because I have not cut it out yet would be my sodas, the zero sodas, and I thought my loaded teas was gonna be a problem, but that hasn't been a problem. But everything else is like really a problem. Like I have to figure out everything. Even when I eat the cookie is good, but there's something in the cookie that I'll be like, I don't
It has
like
a
that.
sugar. So this is the best way I can say it. When you eat something, it's like sugar-free something. It always has an aftertaste. Monk fruit has a certain aftertaste, but it also gives you like a little sensation on your tongue that feels kind of cold. That's what I noticed.
Yeah.
And so when I eat the cookie, I get just that. But outside of that, it tastes like a regular cookie.
Yeah. So now
It's a good balance.
I'm gonna figure it out, and I'm gonna be able to work with it because even when I get like my chocolate chips, they're using stevia and all this other stuff. I'm like, I should be able to use it. I just gotta learn what my trick is.
Yeah.
To make it taste better.
And
Really better.
Board games. You said, yeah, I thought that most people knew it because whenever a foreigner visits India, they won't even see a menu. They just order the naan or butter chicken or the biryani.
No, I didn't know. And I'm gonna just tell you, I
Well, you know
have
naan,
never
I know
even.
butter chicken.
Yeah, I know naan. I've heard of butter chicken. I have never had butter chicken, and let me tell you why I've not had butter chicken.
Yeah.
This is why it'd be hard for
To
me
eat
to
Indian
go
food.
anywhere and eat anybody's food, and not just other countries. In too much in anybody's food.
And yeah.
When I see butter chicken, it doesn't look like what in my imagination what butter chicken should look like. Because I don't understand how butter chicken's red. I don't get it. I
It's
don't.
curry.
It's curry?
Butter chicken, yes.
Then why we call it butter chicken if it's curry? Why don't we just call it curry
Because
chicken?
that's how they make it.
Why y'all call it butter and not curry?
Look,
I would have probably been ate it then.
butter chicken, look. Butter chicken. A popular Indian curry featuring chicken in a rich, creamy tomato-based sauce. Known for its mild balance of flavor.
I would
How
have
you don't
been
know
a.
butter
I would
chicken
have
is-
been a chicken. I was thinking of butter chicken.
No, it's butter chicken, it's curry. It's just called butter chicken. Oh, goodness.
I did. I was talking about. That's why when I eat, I'm like, that don't look like butter. I don't know what kind of butter that is. I don't want that butter on my chicken.
No, it's curry. It's curry chicken.
Because I had made some butter chicken recently, and I told Chris, I said, this is butter chicken. It's not butter chicken that everybody knows. This is my butter chicken. Oh
Yeah,
my goodness,
butter
that's
chicken is-
funny.
A lot.
Oh my goodness, that's
A
so
lot of
funny.
Indian dishes they're going to use curry. If you see
And I
the
like
color
curry.
that look like that, it's typically Indian.
But
curry.
I never saw red curry either. So I mean, I heard of red curry, but I never had
Yeah.
any red curry.
Well, it's just a tomato,
But yeah,
and
yeah.
it's not always red. This is what I think of when I think of butter chicken. It's
Yeah.
just color.
And that's what I think of.
Yeah.
And when I hear butter chicken, that don't look like butter.
Of course not, because it's not.
Now that I know it's not
Yeah.
butter, and they're just using the name butter.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just like Stevie Wonder made a song, right? Now I forgot what the song is.
Oh goodness.
But I'm gonna just tell you.
How are we going to try? Okay.
But I'm gonna just tell you, you can look it up. But he says this word twice in the whole song.
Mm-hmm. But you don't know.
But there's two parts of the song that's in there that he could have titled it. But no, Stevie came up and said as. So my mom's friend was like, oh, play as. And I said as. And so they played it and I'm like, oh, I wouldn't have never thought that song was called as.
Mm-hmm.
If I would have been on the game show, I would have lost and I would have argued and the game show would have been over because I'd have been pissed. I would have never in my mind thought the name of that song was called as.
Yeah.
He said the word as once in the beginning. I don't even know if it's the full beginning. And then somewhere in the middle. And I listened for the word as. And I was like, there's no reason why. And now I tease her. There's no reason. There's no reason. Now I question every song because I'm like, we just naming stuff for no reason. Like we just naming, we just name just anything.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently we what is that?
GJ, this right here, this is tandoori.
What is
Tandoori
that? That
chicken.
looks so good. That's chicken?
Yeah, chicken tandoori.
Oh my goodness. Why we don't eat that? What is that? Who
Indian
makes that?
food.
Oh my goodness.
This is chicken tandoori. This is different kind of butter chicken.
Oh my goodness, that looks amazing.
You were looking at that like
I just it looks so good.
But,
I was like, did you see? Y'all, that
But,
tandoori right there. We need some tandoori in my life.
but
Make me
boy,
some tandoori.
I wouldn't be able
You get
to
the
do that.
recipe.
But GJ3, he's saying that he gave the breakdown and pretty much just saying that yes, it's a curry, but it's tomato based gravy, and it uses butter and cream and other spices to create that luxurious sauce, and it's usually served with rice or naan. Boris said, but what you said is true. It smells and tastes amazing. Other dishes are super spicy, but that's how they taste good.
Mm-hmm.
And Boris said, that's a kind of grilled chicken, the chicken tandoori.
No, that looks so good.
And GJ3 said butter is a key ingredient for the butter chicken as well. Though it does have butter. That's why it's called butter chicken, is because it's a crucial.
My butter chicken has butter in it, and that's what it has in it.
Yeah.
It has seasoning and butter, and even the seasoning I use has butter in it. I have not brought that forward. If you have not ordered and got Black History Gold seasoning, you won't be able to get the butter because that's what I put. I put Black History Gold.
That's not even on the website. We know it actually sold out of that.
No, because my business partner doesn't keep me updated on this. So. Talk to my business partner about it. And he was supposed to put it online because I said to put it on the website. So sorry.
Okay, we can't even do that.
But when I first made it, I told you to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even know we sold out. So I'm sorry. It was really good. Yeah. I'm trying to come out. It'll be somewhere.
She finding the words for it.
Yeah. And what it is I'm playing with a whole bunch of different seasons of flavors that I want. That if I want to keep it on our page, it will stay because I use our seasoning on all the stuff, and whatever I play with the most, that's what I want to keep. I love bomb.com seasoning, but in our household, no matter how many bottles I have, no matter how big the bottles are, I can't keep bomb.com seasoning. And because my mom's on the God fast, where everything is natural, I didn't make her a version of the bomb.com seasoning. And I know I put that away from me, but ask me, do I know where it's at? I don't. So I haven't been able to use that one to see if I want to put that as a seasoning, but it is what it is. But yeah, but I put the Black History Gold on it with butter, and it was so good. And I would ask Eli, does he remember? But you just seen how he struggled with the fried chicken, so we're not gonna ask him.
That was a minute ago. This is more recent. That was actually good.
You do remember the butter chicken?
Yeah, that was not that long ago. What you were referring to, I thought you were just making a general statement. I didn't remember that that's how you cook that chicken because it didn't taste like that. It was very crispy. It didn't give me a oven fried chicken feel, or like what came in my mind is oven fried chicken. It was very crispy. It tastes very good. Yeah. But GJ3, he said, yeah, and the butter chicken is also something that must be cooked delicately because it must simmer. You got to bring it to a simmer. But yeah, so that's cool to know. Thank you for sharing all that with us, Board Game, especially, just the different questions and, letting us peek inside your culture for a little bit. I think that
when I was on Switch, was it Switch?
What?
Is it that? What's that social media platform I was on? Twitch. Yeah. When I was on Twitch, and I used to click on Twitch all the time, people would give me different cultures. So I had to learn how to make German meatballs and I had to really follow the instructions. Mm-hmm. But I do like the German meatballs. There was some other stuff that I had that it was all right. But again, I can only go off of my flavors of what I did because literally I've never had these things.
Mm-hmm. I have not had.
But I do want to try that tandoori one because that looked good.
Yeah, I haven't had much Indian food, but what really restricts me from eating Indian food is they use too much peanuts.
Because he's allergic to peanuts.
They use a lot of peanuts, and the curry is peanuts, and it's a lot of it is that's just like a cultural,
So the curry is peanuts.
Yeah, they use peanuts in the curry.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm used to Grenadian curry then.
No, yeah, Indian curry is different. Different cultures have different curries. There's like Asian curry, which is usually like Thai or something like that. Different peppers and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Then there's Indian curry. Every culture typically has their
Yeah,
own
I'm
curry.
used to
African, different
Grenadian
culture.
curry,
African curry. There's so many different curries.
because curry can be strong.
Well, it all
And
depends
it's
again
how
what
you
kind of
use
curry.
it, and a lot of people don't know how to use it right. I'm gonna say Americans.
And there's different, even within Indian,
Well,
there's different kinds of, different kinds of curry as well. Like the butter chicken curry might be different than the tikka masala curry.
and see, the tikka masala didn't move me,
Mm-mm.
but that's Dory did.
Yeah, that's in.
But you know what it else too? You gotta understand. I'm not a gravy person. Like there's certain gravies I do like, but I don't like a lot of different gravy. I like my like the gravy for the biscuit and gravy.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one, and I like my onion gravy.
It would be
And then
less
I'm
of a gravy,
done.
more like a sauce.
That look like it's too much. I don't
Yeah,
like a lot of sauce. I'm not a
but
saucy girl.
that's how, and yeah, that's how it's
Yeah, I'm
typically
not.
served.
See, I can do a little sauce. And see, the tandoori, even though it was in that, it looked more like it was a soup, a
Mm-hmm.
light soup with the tandoori chicken, and it looked like it had some kind of black oil on it, and that looked good. I don't know why that just made me happy.
Mm-hmm. And you just do clarify even more. As it simmers, it absorbs all that delicious sauce, like Greg
Yeah.
can say. Even Indians love cooking because we all must eat food sooner or later.
Mm-hmm.
Hope good for all humanity.
Yes.
So,
yes.
y'all, we're gonna hop off. I appreciate everything that you guys have been bringing to the chat, all the different conversations. We had fun today.
Yeah.
I would say. And so, yeah, I'm gonna leave Quinn in order to give y'all a parting message. You got anything you want to say?
First,
Board says, yeah, even in different parts of India, same dish would taste different. So like, South Indian dishes, that's what he loves the most. It's more of like coconut and everything.
yeah.
Hmm.
I'm starting to get me and coconut starting to become more friends. I like certain coconuts, but like I said, you got to know how to cook with it, and I don't know how to cook with coconut milk that well, and I'm not a coconut fan. But I think the reason I stopped liking coconut is because when I was younger and I snuck my mom's drinks, and I drank that nasty pina colada, it tastes like a spoiled milk, and I've never liked coconut since. But I think I get that mixed up with coconut because I think about earthquake cake. I like that, and it had coconuts in it. There's certain things I can do as long as it's not too much coconut. But yeah, and then what else you say?
Thanks for everything for you too. I'll be waiting for tomorrow live.
Okay, will be Wednesday live. Okay, so what I want to say is don't be scared to jump into doing anything that you want to do, as if it's your business, cooking, whatever. Don't don't be scared. Just jump in and do it. You can do anything, and you're gonna make mistakes. But when you make the mistakes, you learn from it, and that is something that nobody can teach you. So accept yourself, because for some reason, we as humans believe ourselves and listen to ourselves more than we believe or listen to somebody else. So go ahead and do it. Don't be afraid. You are awesome. You are great. You are amazing. We thank you for everybody that came on today and supported us. And we'll see you Wednesday. And we'll be praying for you. And have a blessed day. And remember
To love and live.